Alrighty, today we are going to be showing you how to do a little knotty pine. We're going to be working with some butt joints, as you can see here. Long pieces, measuring, things like that. There's not a whole lot on YouTube on installing knotty pine. Alrighty, so we're down at the saw. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to measure our first board. On a compound miter, it's easiest to work from left to right. When you're doing that, my measurement is 48 3/4, but I take a 1/2 inch off so that I can angle my saw at that 45 to get my butt joint. So if I go to, so my measurement is 48 3/4. If I go to 48 1/4 at a 45 degree angle, it's going to end at 48 3/4. So then I put my blade right at that line. So now, obviously if you're doing trim work, that's basically what you're going to want. If you want butt ends, that's pretty much the main reason why I'm making this video. To get your butt joints, if you take that board that you just cut off and you flip it over, or anything at that 45 degree angle, and you flip it over, I have my saw marked right there. The way I got that mark is just from playing around with it to try and get that angle to look the same. And so if I cut that at another 45 and just take this little amount off, that's what gives you that look of a custom V-type butt joint. So we'll go upstairs and get this installed and you can see what it looks like. So this is just a finish nailer. I'm shooting either 2-inch or 2.5. We are tongue nailing all these boards so that none of the nails itself are exposed. When you get to the ends, like if you see over there, you got a nail on the ends, but then you just put trim in after you're finished with that part of it. So you are going to have some holes. Get some natural pine wood putty to cover your holes, but this is an easy way to, when you nail into the tongue itself, being it's a bottom board, and you're gonna have to put trim on here anyways, due to, you know, when you put your carpet on or whatever flooring you're putting in. So definitely make sure that you can utilize every stud that you have to put in there. So now if you take that other joint, so we're gonna take this measurement, we're gonna come off the edge of that wall, and we're gonna measure to the farthest part, which is 22. So you measure that board downstairs, we'll go down there in a second, you measure that board downstairs to be the longest part of that board, and then you nip that edge off. So to make that 22-inch piece that we need, we got a butt cut end here. So we're just gonna quick 45 that guy. And we're gonna measure our 22 off of that mark. So you can make that mark, flip this over and give you your V. You can straighten your saw and make that butt cut. We'll go upstairs and put this in. So we have our 22-inch piece that we're going to put in. So what you do is just butt it up, just like there. And like I said, try and utilize every one of your studs that you can. Because you're never ever going to regret putting in too many nails. With that being said, I'm not going to continue to drag on about this stuff, but make sure that you stagger your seams. If you look around, there's no seam that's next to each other. Try and stagger them out 3 to 6 boards, I suppose, apart from each other. Other than that, it's pretty basic and simple stuff to do. When you're putting another piece on, I don't even know if I have enough. I do. So if you take a rubber mallet or a dead blow hammer, you know, it's pretty tight, but if you get a hammer and you pound on it, I would recommend not using, you know, your normal hammer. Just tap it down and nail it, just like that. And that's going to cover all your nail joints. Other than that, that's pretty much the basics of knotty pine, tongue and groove, anything. So, hope you liked the video. Enjoy your next project. One thing to keep in mind when you get your knotty pine, usually it comes in a bundle. Keep it off the floor a couple inches, put a couple 2x4s under your bundle, and keep it ratchet strapped. Keep it tight so that your wood isn't bowing and warping and stuff like that, because that's just going to lead to endless problems throughout the whole project. So, thanks for watching.